The Panzer 58 Mutz is a German Tier 8 premium tank. This tank was developed in the 1953 in Switzerland, and the first prototype of this tank featured a 19mm gun. A second prototype with a British 20 pounder gun was built later. In the end, a series of 10 vehicles featuring 105mm guns were produced and remained in service until 1964. After this, the vehicles were used as a basis for the Panzer 61. The only Panzer 58 that survives today features a 20 pounder gun and is currently located in the Tank Museum in Thun. In World of Tanks, this tank is a premium tank, and let's see how it fares in some gameplay. Hello guys, and welcome back to World of Tanks Ace Tanker series. As you can see, today we'll be driving the German Tier 8 medium tank, premium medium tank that is, Panzer 58 Mutz. And immediately you can see that VanYoo is going to drive his Mutz towards the middle of the map, trying to, from this good position here on G4, he's going to try and shoot at the enemy tanks that are going to go from the spawn towards the cap on the encounter battle mode. So we are playing encounter on the Lakeville map, and I have to say this immediately. You can see that this ELC is going to be trying to spot from this position. You're not going to spot anything from that position, so if you are a light scout driver, you usually want to go to this position where the ELC is now. So that is, you may know that there are two bushes here. That is the second bush from the lower base, and from this position you are going to be spotting everything that is trying to push towards the D4 position, so from the enemy side towards the middle, or spot on the enemy tanks that are going through the B line, or sometimes on the tanks that are going through the A line. Now we can see that Speer Panzer 1C is trying to quickly go through to spot on the friendly tanks that are advancing, and he dies. So if you're a scout, you should really play carefully. I'm always talking about playing carefully and, well, not YOLOing like this into the back game. You're not doing anybody any favors if you die in the first 3 seconds of the game. We can see that the enemy tanks... Oh, this T-69 is just... That TLC should have spotted this one like immediately when he got to that bush, but I believe he was too late and he didn't spot the T-69. Now the Panzer Mutz is in a great position. From this position he is able to control a few key points on the city, on the city, on the 0 line and the 9 line. One point being where the T-44 is now, so the T-44 is trying to fight off with the heavy and medium tanks that are on G0. Also the IS-6, sorry, that is IS-2, is trying to help him, and you can see that Mutz has the great gun from this position to shoot on them. So really nice positioning here. He is pretty lucky here to have taken this position, as there were no, well, except for that T-69, which was in a really nice position to spot Mutz while he was running in. There were no any tanks to shoot him. Now he finds the T-69 for the first kill, and we can see that the game is going pretty well for them so far. So his friendly T-69, I forgot to mention he is playing in a platoon, so his friendly T-69 is fighting off in the city. We can see that there are 3 heavy tanks, or is that 4, so make it 4, yeah. Sorry, are in the 2 line. That means that everything is spotted on the map, and, well, the Mutz can go for the artillery. So DLC has beat him to it. DLC is going to try and fight off with the artillery and finish it off. We'll see if he is going to be able to finish that artillery and go for the, well, maybe go for the back or go for the spots on the other tanks. Now the T-69 is doing a great job in the city. Basically there is... Oh, and the artillery just snapshotted the DLC. Great. So the M40-43 fired. We can see that VanYoo is playing really nicely here in his Panzer, not allowing the Su-14-1 to aim at him. He was already hit once by the artillery, that was this M44. The M44 gets spotted by the T-69. I have to say once again, the T-69 is moving very nicely here. He is well, running away from the IS-2 and the KV-4, but that's a good thing because from the position where he is now, he can expect some support from the Panzer Mutz. And you can see that they are really in a bad situation here. There is 2 artillery that are trying to fight off with heavy tanks that, well, went through the valley and pushed through and now have the artillery, and probably the artillery won't survive. And this is what I was talking about. It looks like the T-69 has the small gun. It's the gun that you get on the T-71 as well. This is good. They have the KV-4. That's probably one of the best tanks in the enemy team. If they kill the tier 8, they'll have the shots. Well, they have an easier job on the rest of the tanks there. So the T-69 providing spots for the Panzer Mutz and also shooting the KV-4, not allowing him to go forward. The KV-4 cannot spot the Mutz. He knows that he is here, but he really cannot do anything from this position. Unfortunately, the IS-2 joins the party. That was a nice shot, setting on fire the KV-4. The IS-2 joins the party. I believe that he took one shot on the T-69. And now the VanYoo is doing the right thing here. He is not going to let his teammate die. So he is going to rush on that IS-2 and try and take the shot and finish him off quickly. So there are left 2 of them against, I believe that was 5 in one moment. And let's see how this platoon is going to carry this. Are they going to win, and well, what the final score is going to be. So they have 8 kills between them. That's basically all of the enemy tanks. Only a couple of kills on the, well, 3 kills on the rest of the team. He finds the IS-2 here, puts one in the back. The IS-2 tries to turn. He turns him now, going for the Mutz. Really bad shot there. He really, if he could have, he should have really avoided that shot because that's a lot of HP to lose. Now the OI is 2 HP. A good thing here would be to shoot HE and try and finish him off. The T-69 takes one shot, but he cannot really penetrate the OI with the small gun, so he needs to be really careful. Now what they should do here, and I believe that they are going to do that, they are going to try and outmaneuver that OI, and well, I believe they are not going to go for the cap because there's not enough time. You can see that the L44 is in the middle of the map. Now the OI has shot on the T-69. Fortunately the OI misses the T-69 and he is still alive. He can help the Mutz carry this further. Now they are doing a great job as a platoon. I have to mention it once again. The only question is where the Oni is. Is he going towards the friendly spawn and going for the city, or has he turned around and going from the other way around? Now the Mutz spots the OI. He is not spotted back, so he has a shot on the OI, but he has some problems aiming down. Kills the OI and now is spotted, and you can hear that the alarm is going on, so that means that maybe one or maybe both of the tanks are near the cap and be coming from that position. So I didn't talk much about this Panzer Mutz. Yeah, if you have driven any tier 8 German tanks, you pretty much get the Indian Panzer in a premium version, so fortunately I didn't penetrate there on the Oni. So it has the same gun, it's a 9cm cannon, so 212mm penetration, 240 average damage, slightly lower DPM, slightly worse accuracy, but well, the aim time is better, and well, basically you play it like an Indian Panzer. Now he's in a bad position here. He has the ARL aiming at him and he has the Oni. The Oni should push forward and try and finish off the Indian Panzer, but he is, I don't know why he is stopping here all the way. Now the T-69 again doing the excellent job here, going for the side of the Oni, which is, well, pretty easy to penetrate even with the low gun. Fortunately the Oni just turns around, snapshots. The ARL is shooting HG, and you know how this is going to end. 10 kills, that's a GG, and let's take a look at the post-game stats. As you can see, we had a really nice game here. We got a couple of medals like Arsonist, Bruiser, Duelist, Fire for Effect, Tipple's medal for 10 kills, Pascucci's medal for killing the artillery, Crucial Contribution, High Caliber, Tank Sniper, Top Gun, and of course the Mastery Badge Ace Tanker. On team score sheet we can see that he finished first with 5300 damage, 10 kills and 1643 experience. His friendly T69 finished second, and I must say that between the two of them they have the Crucial Contribution medal, well deserved. On detail report we can see that he fired 31 shots, of which 28 hit the target and 27 penetrated, and with the standard account he was able to score 39,000 credits, even though he fired a couple of premium shells. Now if we take a step back and we take a look at what we saw in this gameplay, we saw an excellent positioning throughout the game. At the beginning on the middle of the map, shooting at the tanks that are trying to cross. After that he counted the number of forces on the minimap and pushed through the middle, went for the artillery, finished the artillery, and with the great gameplay from the T69, the two of them managed to kill off the tier 8 and tier 7 that were in the city. After that it was only a matter of question when they find the rest of the tanks and finish them off. As always guys, I hope you like this video. If you like it, like it. If you dislike it, leave a dislike. If you have any comments, leave it in the comment section down below. And if you're wondering what to watch next, you have the previous video in the top right corner. I believe it's a really nice gameplay in Matilda. As always, don't forget to subscribe. I hope you guys like this one and I'll see you in the next one.